Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arkansas's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous... Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this... This is about the QBs.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic and all the memories.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The field goal is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Looking for a man. It's Monroe. He's got the back in the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knock.
Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play.
Touchdown, Alabama! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. To the air on first down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Razorbacks! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Wants to throw. It's Monroe. Quick completion on the out route. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Aurora. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. They'll run for it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on fourth down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get no...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Back to pass, it's Monroe. Gets it out fast. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Love the effort by the defender here. The offense is trying to throw a lob pass into the end zone and high point it for a touchdown, but the defender had perfect position. He just needs to finish the play and come up with the interception.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Leaves it with the running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Razorbacks will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab on the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go with a direct snap. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
Oh, he's got some space. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got his man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The RPO, it's complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Swings it out to his running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Alabama will get the first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offense...
Turning it on! Bust through behind his pad. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second and goal coming up. Looking to fire. That's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down, but man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range, had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big...
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll will try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Off the play fake. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Wide open downfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you to the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Singleton. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Monroe. Gets rid of it. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
The #1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside who didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Rushes on him. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
He'll pitch it. He breaks the tackle.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Working that left side now. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
3rd down, man. You think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. But this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Snap in the shotgun. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Alabama! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Completes the shuffle pass. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man down the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Under fire. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. This is what an elite